Hey, I'm Jon from the band Daughters, and you're watching Rocked.
We are here in a very wet, cold, and damp St. Louis at Fubar, and Daughters has been, I don't know really how to say it, it's been come out of nowhere since you guys have been back. Ever since You Can't Get What You Want came out, everyone has been noticing Daughters again. What is that like for you to really start feeling that since you guys came back a few years ago, finally put out this new album, and now are getting all this positive feedback? What are some of the things that have gone through your head since album release?
Pretty much waiting for the bubble to burst.
Okay.
It's just like the response has been awesome,
right,
which means we can play more shows for people. Mm-hmm. That's kind of the idea. We want to play. But yeah, it's kind of overwhelming.
Yeah.
To actually see people attend now is fun.
That's also
yeah.
cool.
No, but it's great. It just means we can, maybe make more music for us and everybody. Right. That's really it.
Like 10 years ago, did you see this ever happening again this way?
I don't like to predict the future, man.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
No, it was never our intent to make money or be professional musicians. We liked the band we were doing, and we liked the thing we stumbled on and the direction we went.
Okay.
But we also knew, this isn't going to sell well. But that wasn't important. Mm-hmm. It wasn't about making money.
Okay.
But no, I never could have saw us getting back together and returning to stage or touring or any of that. So
that's cool. It's so cool to hear when you hear a good band actually push forward and come back and do something like this. One of the interesting things about Daughters is how everyone's trying to subgenreize rock bands and alternative bands.
Yeah.
Hey, check out my new alternative doom metal hybrid.
Yeah.
Daughters is no exception to that.
Yeah.
How would you classify yourself in a world full of overgenreized rock bands, or do you think that has an effect on bands now?
I don't know, man, to be honest with you. I kind of tapped out of keeping track with that,
Yeah.
And I want to say, somebody asks me, I go into buy a coffee at a gas stop on tour. Somebody, you guys in a band? Because we look like misfits, in the Midwest. We don't look like the regular people stopping for gas. Like, yeah, we're in a band. Oh, what do you sound like? I get stumped.
Okay.
I just want to say a rock and roll or a punk rock band.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like, we've been called some ridiculous things over the years too, and the funny thing is some of those terms have expired. They never graduated, but there's always a new ridiculous.
Do you have a personal
term.
favorite? Something that someone's called you?
Somebody called us Skronk.
Okay.
And I was like, that's a neat word,
Yes.
Springy, spongy word, but
yes.
I don't get it still. I never got it.
Skronk.
I never got any of the when people put together stuff, it was always like when we were first starting and the music was a lot more aggressive and faster, screamier stuff.
Yes.
Everything was something core. There was always the word core on the end of it. And then that went away. Mm-hmm. But it still stayed ridiculous. But when I heard Skronk, it was like, whatever, man, sure. Skronk.
So you're Skronk core.
Yeah.
Okay.
To somebody somewhere.
I want to know what the definition of Skronk is.
It's not even words.
I know. That's definitely a made-up word, or at least
because you know what the definition of core is.
Yeah.
To somebody that doesn't know
Hardcore,
music.
yeah.
But somebody that doesn't know
No,
music.
I get that,
They're thinking of a core, the core or something.
The center.
And then put the word Skronk in front of it.
Yeah.
And try to explain to your father, it's a band. What kind of music, son? Skronk core.
I'm dating the drummer of a Skronk core band, Dad.
Yeah. That's I don't know if that offends or what.
Yeah. It's hard. It's a hard sell for that.
Sure, but no, people have made a mess of that for sure.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So now that you're on tour now, I mean, things are going so strong. You're talking about the feeling like, when is the bubble going to burst? What are some of your favorite things on this current tour right now? What are some of the good memories you've had, at least so far?
Well, it's been a while since we've been able to extensively tour like this.
Okay.
So my favorite part is just kind of looking up and seeing we're on stage playing together.
Gotcha.
Because it's been we've done a few dates here and there, but mostly we've been just hermiting in the rehearsal space, writing. So now that we're out playing, that's been my favorite. To look up and see people enjoying it, that's cool too. So, just playing the shows has been the best part. We're
awesome.
getting used to life on the road too with each other. It's been a bit since we've done it together. So.
You've grown up since then too. Probably.
We stopped playing because we kind of had a rough patch with each other. So we're learning how to mend our relationships and we have a great music relationship with each other.
Yeah.
And now we're
sounding
growing
like it on the new album. So
now we're growing into a dysfunctional family again. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
You should write greeting cards.
Memories are weird. Yeah, maybe we might have to. This might not pay the bills for too long. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
So hopefully things keep going good. What are some of the things you're looking forward to now, going forward after February and things like that?
I don't like to look too far down the road and try to predict what will or won't happen.
Okay, that's fair
I just
enough.
know we have tour dates, and I hope more come. That's
Gotcha.
it. So it looks like we haven't announced a bunch of it. I don't know how much I can say, but it looks like we have a pretty big year of touring.
Very cool.
That's all I'm looking forward to.
So touring, you can at least say broadly. Is
and
what
I
you
hope
should
by
look
the
forward
end
to.
of that,
Mhm.
we can still do more.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
that's really it.
Enjoy the ride while you're having it right now.
Yeah,
at least.
just small picture stuff. Once we're done touring,
Mhm.
I hope we have enough steam
Okay.
and enough left in our relationship to get back in the room, make another record.
Okay.
We'll see.
So I'll end with 2 questions now because I know you got to get ready for everything else. One of the cool things that you've done is your band that was away for a while and came back. If you had advice to any young bands out there who are going through a rough patch, who are thinking about stopping or have to just for whatever reason, what advice would you give them? Whether that's a single musician or an entire band.
I mean, to be honest, if you're in a toxic relationship, get out of that.
Okay.
You know? If you're a musician with ability, you don't have to be confined to one band. You
Right.
know what I mean? When we all went our separate ways, we all got into different projects and had fun, and then it kind of made us really step out of the box and see how special the band Daughters was for all of us.
Right.
And that slowly got us talking and reminiscing and playing together again.
Okay.
But don't take shit from anybody. Do what you got to do. If you're a guitar player and it's not going well, feel free to go write your music. Trust your ability. Move forward. Just have fun with music. Because it's like your superpower, man. It's your talent.
So we'll end it right here because this has so been good. I mean, you can't get what you want is available now. You're on tour. If you had one message to all your fans right now and just anyone that might be anything you want, and I can cut this hard and if you want some time to think. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, Mom.